Here we are in the long, long grasses, lads and lassies. When we'd first arrived, we weren't sure what they were, if they were wheat or fields of corn or barley. We didn't have a clue, mate. We were black city kids, and this was a world beyond our ken. This is what we looked like then.
This exhibition is called Tread Softly. It's curated largely from the Arts Council collection. And it's an exhibition that's about childhood, about developing identity, about how we find our place in the world, and the fact that that's not always an easy or a comfortable journey. The works are by artists who are looking back, who are revisiting pivotal moments and people and times in their lives, and thinking about what those mean for them as adults. So they're looking at particularly important things to them, like childhood caravan holidays or a gymnastics vaulting horse. Objects that trigger memories, that bring memories flooding back to them.
Remember being lifted up high, how it felt, nearly to the sky, you in the air like a note, a clef in Mozart Street. Broken chords. Memories art. Remember us when we were artless, spontaneous, when we had not a care in the world.
I invited the Scottish maker and acclaimed poet Jackie Kay to write some works in response to the exhibition.
From the first house for battered women in 1977 comes this. A kiss. A wee kid's kiss. Two safe kids, one arm around the other, planted in the cheek. This cheeky kiss.
Jackie's work is very much about her childhood, about the fact that she was adopted at birth, that she was a black child adopted into a white family in Glasgow in the 1960s, and all of the impact that that experience has had on her as an adult. And in her writing, she often revisits those particularly important memories in her life that have gone on to shape her and her work as an adult. So members of the Gay Men's Chorus were interviewed by Dr. Susie Orbach, who talked to them about their childhood experiences, about coming out, and largely about feelings of shame that they might have experienced at various times. And what Jordan has done is taken shame, which is something that's often very hidden and secretive and that grows by being ignored and hidden, and he's actually brought it out into the open. So the singers were actually then singing songs which grew from their interviews, their narratives, their stories about their youth. They were then set to music by composers and musicians, including Billy Bragg and David McAlmont. Cathy Prendergast's work, The End and the Beginning, initially looks like it's a spool of thread, but then when you learn more about it, you find out that it's actually the hair of the artist and her mother and her son, which has been bound together and put onto this reel. So it's a really compelling and moving work, which is about not only the things that connect us in terms of DNA, that's the actual kind of physical connection between families, but it's also about the emotional bonds, the things that tie us together, the fact that this long reel of hair can symbolise so many kind of shared experiences and journeys and feelings that happen between families and that exist between families.
My dear Mona, the apple of my eyes, how I miss you and long to feast my eyes on your beautiful face that brightens up my days. When you were here, the whole house was livened up by your presence. Now it feels like the house has lost its soul. I wish this bloody war would be over soon, so you and your sisters can return, and we will all be together again like the good old days.